Welcome to another episode of Games Done Slow and Bad. We play games slowly and most often badly. Today, we are playing one of my favorite games of all time, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. So, I'm going to let the intro run. I'll do a voiceover in post.
Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the golden land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. That seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mist of time and became legend, a mysterious wizard known as Aghanim came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. Though through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near.
Okay, so with that, let's jump in. This game was released in the United States, North America as a whole, Europe in 1992. This is... What is that? Although we are going to play as long. This game, incredibly critically acclaimed. Considered one of the best games of all time. Incredibly pretty. The graphics stand up today. We're going to play as long. Help me! Please help me! I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard, Aghanim, has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. So one thing about this game is it is incredibly text heavy. If you don't know what you're doing, you really have to talk to people, which makes it quite an exercise in reading. Look, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. Don't mind the fact that I'm walking out with a shield and sword. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna follow you. Yay. You got the lamp. Now you can light torches and see your way in darkness. Cool. So you start the game walking out of your house and into the rain. The rain overlay continues to exist until you continue on in the game. If you break the game by clipping through a wall or something, this rain overlay will exist pretty well in perpetuity. So the nice part about this game is it's a lot of walking, which gives me a lot of time to do these little voiceovers. So the whole plot here is that Aghanim is trying to get at the great power, and to do so sacrificing the daughters of the wise men. We're going to stop him. That's the basic premise. Oh, there's the uncle. Oh, Long, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield. And listen. You can focus. Listen! You can focus power in the blade. Hold the B button. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people that you know now know, even though I never showed it to you. Long, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... Yep, we don't know what she is. Sister, Destiny, who knows? We're probably going with the full Star Wars thing here, and she is her sister. I don't know if that's ever been confirmed. You know, like, what was he going for with that? I assume it's actually Destiny, to be honest. It's one of those, like, trite... Oh, she's your Destiny. Cool. Great. So, this game sold almost 5 million copies on the SNES, making it incredibly successful. Not the, you know, single most successful game in the history of mankind. As such, I encounter people from time to time who have not played this game, and I find that baffling. This game has been ported over to basically every system. If you have a Nintendo system, there's a reasonably good chance you can play this game. So much so that a lot of people regard the actual remake of this, along with I think it's Four Swords, that was on the Game Boy Advance, to be like one of the better games. But if you have a system that supports some sort of virtual console, the Wii, the Wii U, you can play this game, and you should play this game. This game is just like the original Zelda, three-quarter down view. Neat little factoid, though. If you think about it, this was the third Zelda. It was brought to the SNES because of the higher power of the SNES. If you think about the previous game, though, the previous game was Zelda 2, which was more of a side view adventure. So you actually had to jump, which was, you know, insane for a Zelda game. I don't jump. Long don't jump. And then they reverted back to this. Fun facts. Well, people have played this game in the United States for the SNES. There is I guess a sequel, a follow-up to this game, using pretty much the same game engine, for the Satellaview, in the Nintendo broadcast system. Something that most American players are not going to be super familiar with. It only exists today in ROMs, so dubiously acquired ROMs, you can actually play this, or play that game. Interesting factoid about this, so much so how it's actually stood up against the test of time. This game dumps you on the map and says, yeah, go do stuff. And theoretically, there's an order you need to follow. But it doesn't really lock you into that. The first act of the game sort of locks you in. You know, you have to do things in a certain order to make things go. But in the second part, there's some flexibility in terms of if you want to go grab an item from a dungeon and jet to the next dungeon, a lot of times you're perfectly capable of doing that. Which makes it really interesting. A byproduct of that is, and the fact that you can solve problems in different ways, is that there is actually a strong randomizer community behind this game. If you're not familiar with the concept of a randomizer, this is a big key, by the way, it opens big locks like that one. If you're not familiar with the randomizer, basically it takes all the items, and sometimes even the doors, and shuffles their locations all around the map. Thank you, Locke. I had a feeling you were getting close. Locke, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. Wow, that makes me feel just terrible. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? No. If you say no, she'll repeat herself. Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first, we have to get to the first floor. Let's go! Groupie. Yeah, so with the randomizer, it takes the bones of the game essentially and shuffles the organs around. It puts you in situations where, in some versions of the randomizer, you don't even have a sword for the majority of the game, and you need to solve your way with, you know, arrows or bombs, the Kana Samaria, other items that we're going to see later in the game. It's fascinating. I strongly encourage you, if you've never seen a run, to watch a run by one of the better runners. These things go pretty quick. You know, I'm going to have this thing in like 25 parts. Because we're going for 100%. But these speedrunners, man, you know, an hour and change, they can be done. It's incredible. So, interesting little factoid, every time you change floors, the enemies respawn. So the fact that I'm back on floor 1 means that these guys I killed earlier are going to be back. And you hear the rain still going? Until we deliver Princess Zelda, that reign will continue. So this is the era of sprite-based gaming. The secret passage is in the throne room that leads to the sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us. So this is the era of sprite-based gaming. Basically, you had very, very pretty little pictures that got copied and pasted together to make a game. Okay, interesting fact. This room is actually only completable with the sword. Because... oh no, this isn't the room. This isn't the room. I'm wrong on that. We're gonna back up. So interesting little factoid, this is one of the only times in the game in which you're going to actually push something. That ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push it from the left. So if you were dumb and didn't grab the lantern, she'd actually give you a lantern there, which is sort of an interesting little handicap. And you see there's a cone of light. This is something we're going to get familiar with quite a bit in this game. In a dark room, if you have the lantern, the cone of light appears. Fun fact, if you play a randomizer, you might not necessarily have a cone of light because you might not necessarily have the lantern, because the lantern is only necessary for a few parts of this game. Oh, lots of love today. Look at this. Hearts, hearts, hearts for days. So this game is going to lend itself a lot to speeding up time. And by the end of it, I'm hoping to show off basically everything you would need to do in order to complete this game for yourself. Getting all the hearts, getting everything. So that's what we're gunning for. And we'll see how successful we are, but I'm hopeful with this one. After passing through these sewers, we'll be very close to the sanctuary. Let's be careful. So, another thing about this game worth pointing out is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is wonderful. So this, like, faux instrumental sort of thing, it gives you a sense of sort of adventuring and going through a dungeon. Music has always played a big role in the franchise. And this game is really no different. You know, you even get an ocarina in this one, which is, you know, very interesting, seeing as the next game to be produced was Ocarina of Time. So, what I'm hoping to get out of this is a series that you'll enjoy watching. I wouldn't necessarily use it as a template, but if you wanted to use it as a template, you will be able to, because I am going to find as much as I humanly can, which I'm gunning for 100%. The sanctuary is just beyond that door. Pull the switch over there. Yeah, sure. Let's pull this one. No. Oh, that's the snake button. You have to pull the lever to open the door. Press A button and hold down the control pad. Excellent. Wow, that's some bad RNG right there. I was actually hoping to farm a few rupees. The gems that I'm picking up, basically the way you pay for items in this game. But that was not good luck. Princess Zelda, are you safe? Is this your doing, Locke? Yes, it was Locke who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, once I have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise men, will open. Locke, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the seven wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can. I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is a descendant of the one of the seven wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map. But watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will help Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand? No. Oh yeah, by the way, Free heart piece! Hey, and with that, it's no longer raining, and we're free to explore the map. And why is that important? Because we're going to go get some stuff. Thank you, as always, for watching. I know that you have a ton of options out there on YouTube or Twitch or, Amazon Prime. And I'm really glad you chose to watch this video with me here today. If you enjoyed this video, click like, click subscribe, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think, please. And hey, as always, I tremendously appreciate you watching. Thank you. And have a good night.